Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to make a lovely recipe that's very quick and easy, which is chicken mince kebabs. Over here I rinsed out my chicken mince and drained, which is 500 grams. For the kebab I've got one onion sliced finely, and to bind the kebab I have one small potato which are boiled and smashed. Because our chicken mince don't have fat, so I'm using the mashed potatoes to bind. I'm using egg that's also used to bind up the chicken. For the greens, I have spring onions and some lovely fresh dhania. I have one green chilies that's chopped finely, but you can add green chilies per your taste. I have a teaspoon of ginger garlic, a teaspoon of chicken spice, and half a teaspoon of mixed herbs. Then I'm going to add in a generous grind of black pepper and a grind of salt and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Firstly, I'm going to start off to make my mixture for my chicken kebabs. Put in my mashed potatoes, and then my onions, and my 1 egg, and then I throw in all my greens, which is the chilies, the spring onions, and the dhania. Now I'm adding in my ginger garlic, my chicken spice, my mixed herbs, a grind of black pepper, a grind of salt, and my teaspoon of lemon juice. Give this a quick mix. Here's my chicken mince mixture, and now I'm ready to make my kebabs. As you can see, I have a little oil, of which I'm going to rub it to my hands. Depending on what size of kebab balls you want to make. I think this is okay, just a spoon. And when this mixture is done, you have to work with it quickly because of adding onions to it, so it releases its own juices and then it becomes not too firm. It starts to break apart. In today's recipe, I'm only going to make 10 kebab balls, which will be right for my family. But thereafter, I have a little extra. You can make the kebabs and freeze them. I've got a flat small container, and knowingly maybe I can take out another 6 kebabs out. So I'm going to use the oil again. I cling wrapped my container so it won't stick to the bottom of the container. I've got 7 extra mince kebab ball that I'm gonna put it to freeze and use it another day. Most likely I'll pop it into the oven and make a lovely sandwich for Pranesh when he's out there in the going to the bush. I put lovely mayonnaise and even some grated cheese and toast it and let Pranesh have it. So you see I put another piece of cling wrap over so the ice wouldn't form into the ball, and I seal it nicely, and this will go into the freezer for now. For a quick fry, I'm using a 1/4 cup of oil, of which I'm just going to roll in the kebabs to it, and I've got my stove on moderate heat. I'll have to allow this oil to get very hot, then I can work fast with the kebab and it won't stick to the pan. Okay, it's nice and hot, so I'm putting in my kebabs. I quickly wash my hand and remove this newspaper, throw it away. You have to allow the kebab to get brown before you turn, otherwise it will break up. And this is how I keep moving my oil over. So when it's firm enough, it will turn. You see it's getting brown. Okay, I gave the kebab a turn. Just keep moving the oil over and over. 10 minutes has passed and I allowed this to brown a little on each side for 5 minutes each, just to make it firm and keep it together. And the rest of the cooking will be done in the chutney. It will cook the kebab thoroughly. Now I'm ready to remove this from the oil and prepare my ingredients for my chutney. Now I'm ready to make a quick chutney to go along with my chicken mince kebabs. This is the basic chutney, but you can make chutney according to the way you like it. So for my chutney, the ingredients are, I have an onion grated and I'm using 1 chilies. I've got 4 tomatoes grated, and I'm going to add in a little more oil to my frying pan. I have a teaspoon of masala which already has my curry leaf in, and half a teaspoon of mustard seed, 1 teaspoon of salt to taste. And then I have half a cup of my tomato puree and some lovely young DHania to garnish. Now I'm ready to braise my chutney. I've got my heat on moderate heat and I'm using some of my remainder oil of which I fried my kebab in. and adding another 1/4 cup to it. Okay, my oil is heating up, adding in my onions. And my chilies. I'll allow these onions to fry a little. My onions are fried up, so I'm putting in my 1/2 teaspoon of mustard seed. Give it a mix with the seed. Pop, pop. Now I'm adding in my masala. I also have my curry leaf. I'm adding my tomatoes in. And together with my tomatoes, I'm going to add in my salt. I'll give these tomatoes about 15 minutes to cook out. 10 minutes has passed and my tomatoes are not fully cooked. I'm going to add in my puree. I'll give this a quick stir. And then I'm going to place in my chicken mince kebabs into the chutney so it will get fully cooked. I'll allow this to cook on both sides maybe for 5 minutes with the lid covered. It been about 15 minutes and I kept on turning my kebab just to make sure it get cooked in thoroughly. So now it's completely done and now I'm ready to garnish my kebab chutney. Now I'll switch my stove off and I'm ready to serve. Here's my lovely chicken kebab in my spicy tomato chutney and served with lovely hot roti. This was a very quick and it's very tempting, looking very delicious. Thank you all for watching and enjoy.